So Ghost of Yote has been out for about a month now, and I'm not gonna lie, Sucker Punch cooked with this. They pretty much took whatever they didn't do with the first game and just doubled down on it with this one. This game is such an improvement. This is exactly how you should make a sequel. Hopefully the next game that Sucker Punch makes is an Infamous game. I've been salivating for that, bro. But I digress. Let's dive into some Ghost of Yote. So we immediately get thrown into the fray, and we see our main character Atsu and the main antagonist of the game, which is the Yote 6. They killed Atsu's parents and they pinned her to a tree to leave her for dead. Now I'm not gonna lie, this is a crazy thing to do to a kid. You're gonna just pin her to a tree and let her burn, bro? Let it burn, let it burn. These motherfuckers are straight up cruel, bro. Damn. Anyways, we fast forward a good 10 to 15 years and Atsu is a full adult. Atsu is sitting by a fire and she decides to write down all the names of the Yote 6. She's straight up on demon time and she's ready to take all these motherfuckers out. The snake, the oni, the kitsune, the spider, and the dragon. And last but not least, she then attaches the cloth to her waist as a constant reminder of the people she gotta kill. Bro, this is tough, bro. She's willing to do whatever it takes to take these motherfuckers out. Atsu pulls up to this town because apparently the snake has been seen here. She immediately lays waste to all these guys here. She goes into a hut to find Snake and his men. She grabs a torch and sets fire to the hut. Everyone scatters and runs outside. Atsu takes them all out and now is down to just the snake. The snake is just sitting there like, who the fuck is this nigga? Then she flexes her blade on him and he immediately realizes that she's the little girl that they pinned to the tree. The swordsmith's daughter, as he refers to her. She checks him immediately and lets him know,
my name is Atsu.
After a bit of back and forth, the snake disarms Atsu and then we get a brief flashback of the burning tree. We jump back to the present time and the snake stabs Atsu in her gut with the sword. She then grabs a small knife and starts laying into his stomach immediately. The snake is now dead.
Fatality.
And by the looks of it, Atsu died here as well. But the spirit of vengeance, no Ghost Rider shit, brings her back to life. She stands up and wipes the snake's name off with the blood from her sword. Bro, Atsu is cold. She got that dog in her, bro. She straight up just walked into this town, smoked all of the snake's goons, and the snake himself with ease. Atsu wants all the smoke with the Yote 6. We then get this beautiful scene of Atsu riding her horse through a field. Atsu scouts out the area and she sees her old home. She heads over to her old home and she gets a flashback to when she was a kid playing with her brother. I can already tell just off the intro of the game that Atsu ain't playing no games. She ain't gonna go through all this pain and suffering just to let them live at the end. Cough, cough, another game. After reminiscing the past, she comes back to reality. She sits down at her parents' grave. She then vows to hunt down all the members of the Yote 6 and will bring peace to her family. We fast forward a little bit into the story and Atsu finds out that Lord Saito is going to be at a fortress. She infiltrates this fortress and she tries to assassinate him. Now, we already know this wasn't going to work because that would have been too easy. Saito picks up the sword and analyzes it. He realizes that it's the swordsmith's daughter.
Impossible. The swordsmith's daughter. I watched that tree burn. How did you escape?
Saito tells Atsu to walk outside with him and they get to scrapping immediately. In the middle of the duel, an explosion happens and this allows Saito to escape. Atsu then gets word of the Oni being located in Ishikari Plain, so she makes her way there, and on the way she encounters a samurai from the Matsumai clan. He escorts her to Ishikari Plain since it's nearby his clan's camp. On the way there, they encounter the Oni's men, the Oni Raiders. The Raiders took some of the people from the samurai's clan and burned them alive. So for context, the Oni Raiders and the Matsumai clan, they hate each other. It's kind of like a little war that they got going on. Atsu and the samurai slide down the hill and ambush the Oni Raiders.
More for the fire! Someone save me!
After the battle ends, they make a campfire to rest up. As they're sitting by the fire, the samurai looks over and sees her polishing her sword. The samurai questions her about how she got her sword, and they come to a realization that they are siblings.
Dead man.
Don't lie to me.
He was my father's.
Atsu. It's me. You don't recognize your own brother. Really,
Now, I was wondering what happened to him because they never showed him dying, and she never even mentioned what happened. And for someone to be going on a revenge mission for her family, she really isn't even showing much emotion for her dead brother that she just found out was alive. Like, damn bro, no hug, no nothing? I mean, she is showing that she cares. She's happy that he's alive. But come on, bring in a hug or something. Give some sugar, bro. After reconnecting for a little bit, they head to sleep and they continue to head out to Ishikari Plain. After a bit of a travel, they encounter more Oni raiders. They manage to finally take it out. They stop at the Matsumai camp and Jubei tells her about a nearby village. Atsu heads there and tries to get some kind of information on the Oni. She then learns that there's a bounty on Mad Goro. The bounty was placed by the Oni himself, and since Atsu saw this, she got the bright idea to bring Mad Goro to the Oni. At least when she does this, she'll be able to have a chance to take out the Oni herself. I'm not gonna lie, this was a smart idea. So Atsu links up with her brother Jubei and she informs him about the plan. After this, they both go on a hunt for Mad Goro. They get a lead on his position and they close in on him. They end up finding him and they chase him into the forest. Atsu fights Goro, and after she beats him, she ties him up.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
As Atsu is getting ready to take bro away to the Oni, Goro mentions that he has some information for the Matsumai clan regarding the Oni raiders. He apparently knows where they keep their POWs and he knows about their operations. Jubei decides to take Goro back to his camp for questioning so he could get some more information on the Oni raiders. She's starting that, oh, so you picking your clan over me shit? You just found out that he was alive. Like, you already expecting him to betray his whole clan just for you? Come on now. Make it make sense. Bro's just trying to get extra information, that's all. Like, what are you getting mad at him for, bro? The Yote 6 ain't going nowhere. They've been here all this time. You expect them to just pack their bags and bounce?
Of course, you'd choose your clan over me. Of course, you'd choose your clan over me. Of course, you'd choose your clan over me. Of course, you'd choose your clan over me.
Atsu then tells Jubei to bring him back in 24 hours. Jubei agrees to meet back by the Oni's castle. They then meet up and Jubei shows up without Goro. He explains that his commander refused to release him, so Atsu comes up with a plan. Since they don't have Goro, she decides to tie up Jubei as a replacement for Goro, since he's the commander's right hand. She mentions that she'll rescue him after nightfall, and they'll both kill the Oni together. Now off rip, the head guard wasn't feeling this at all. Moro immediately said, I've never seen a woman bounty hunter before. What if you're the Onryu in disguise? And he's got a point. I'm not gonna lie, I'd be in the same boat as this guy, because if I've never seen a woman bounty hunter before, and I've been hearing all these rumors of Onryu taking out all these people, then out of nowhere I see a woman bounty hunter in my face, I'd be skeptical too. She threw in a little joke and managed to get by with that shit. So they finally get inside the castle and they came toe to toe with the Oni. I actually thought she was gonna sell the game right here. I thought this shit was gonna be like Infinity War and she was gonna pull out a Star-Lord move. Thought she was gonna fuck up the whole plan. She actually managed to keep her cool though. She hands Oni his musket that Goro stole and mentions that Goro was killed by Jubei, so she brought him instead. The Oni accepts them in and they make their way to the main courtyard area. Here they encounter one of the Oni raider guards that holds the key to let Jubei out later. Jubei and Atsu both look at the keys and immediately make eye contact. They looking at each other like, bro, you saw that? Jubei gets taken away to the gulag.
Help me!
The Oni then takes Atsu inside so she can claim her reward. He tells her to look around while he gets her reward, and she immediately lays eyes on the Saya. She immediately realizes it's her father's Saya. This motherfucker's keeping souvenirs of the people he murked. That's wild, bro. She then gets flashbacks to the night everything happened. We get a glimpse of how her father died.
I'll be right behind you. I promise. My little wolves.
Turns out it was the Oni that killed her father. It flashes back to present time, and as the Oni offers her the reward, she tells him to keep his money and that she wants the Saya. He mentions to her that he doesn't even remember where he got that shit from. And since he's feeling generous, he offers her the Saya and the money. Bro straight up pulled a Thanos. This I don't even know who you are ass scene. Get a load of this guy, bro. Who the fuck he think he is? Talking about something, I'm feeling generous. Bro don't know how close to death he really is right now. Actually thinking about it, I don't even know why Atsu didn't take him out now. I'm pretty sure she could have easily sliced his throat or something. Atsu heads back outside and she spots the guard that had the keys. She walks over to him looking mad sus. She tries to grab the keys and gets spotted. Come on now, you really thought that was gonna work? This is equivalent to putting your arms around a girl when you're fake yawning. Like, who even does that anymore? She really tried to pull a, oh shit, this is a nice castle, oh wow. The guard then challenges Atsu to a battle and Atsu lays his ass out. While she's pulling him up, she snags the keys from his waist. Now all these people standing around and nobody saw her grab these keys? Alright bro, she's literally sitting there with the keys in her hand looking down at him. And nobody saw that? Must have been a win head ass motherfuckers bro. The Oni congratulates her on her victory and offers her to stay for a dinner feast. After the feast, the Oni guards escort Atsu back to her horse. Atsu then sneaks through the camp and makes her way back to her brother's cell.
The Oni is at the top of the keep. If we hurry, we can kill him and get out before anyone notices.
We can't leave the other prisoners. They're my clan.
Don't draw too much attention. We're here for the Oni.
After he's dead then.
They then head up to the castle's keep to try to assassinate the Oni. Now they manage to slip inside, but they can't find the Oni. Then the Oni appears out of nowhere and chokes Atsu. Now there's two things wrong with this picture right here. One, why is Jubei just sitting there watching his sister get yoked up? And two, how did they not hear the Oni walk in on them? This big motherfucker was able to sneak up on them? He mentions that he knew something was off with the way she was looking at Jubei. And when she asked for the Saya, he knew immediately. The Oni throws Atsu out the window and Jubei dives out after her. They both fall and now they have to make their way out the castle. They manage to make it back to their horses and they escape by the skin of their fucking teeth, bro. They finally stop and Atsu's talking about making up a plan to come back again. Reasonably so, Jubei is upset. Bro made himself a prisoner, barely survived, and on top of that, defied his clan just for his sister. And they fucking failed. So yeah, I'm with him. Why the fuck would I want to go back, bro? Atsu turns it on him and says that if he would have brought Mad Goro, none of this would have happened. I'm pretty sure the same thing would have happened if Goro was there. But at the same time, it's not really his fault. It's not his fault his commander decided to keep Goro there. They could have honestly saved Jubei's men, but she was so fixated on killing the Oni. It probably would have been a bit easier if they would have freed Jubei's men, then they would have fought the guards, made their way up to the keep, and fought the Oni there. Jubei rides off after the argument, and Atsu comes to terms that she's gonna have to do it by herself.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
She makes a plan to sneak into the Matsumai camp and break Mad Goro out herself. Atsu finds Mad Goro, and as she's breaking him out, Jubei finds her. He tells her that he's gonna have to escort her out of Ishikari Plain, cause she snuck into the Matsumai camp. As he's escorting her out, the camp gets attacked by the Oni raiders. This is them retaliating since Atsu and Jubei infiltrated the castle. Atsu helps fight off the Oni raiders, and lo and behold, the Oni appears. He blows the bridge up, and then Atsu and Jubei fall to the river below. They wash up on shore and they make their way back to the camp. He mentions that the remaining survivors must have went back to the northern camp, and he comes to the realization that they're gonna have to just straight up kill the Oni. During the attack, Mad Goro did escape, so Jubei tells Atsu to meet him at the northern camp so they can get a lead on Goro. Atsu heads to the camp to find Jubei, and they hear that Goro has been located. They climb to the summit of a mountain, and they find Goro, and apparently now he's a priest. Bro done turned a new leaf. As Atsu tries to ask him how to sneak into the Oni's castle, the Oni raiders manage to appear and they take the Oni raiders out. They bring Goro to the bottom of the mountain, and he then lets them know that there's a way to sneak in through the bottom by boat and climb up through the mines. Atsu and Jubei now make their way to the castle via boat. They follow the instructions of Goro and they make their way through the mine, and they find Oni raiders and imprison Matsumai soldiers. Atsu takes out the Oni raiders and frees the Matsumai soldiers. After a motivational speech from Jubei, everyone grabs weapons and they fight their way up to the castle. Damn, this is literally what I was just saying earlier. Shit, go figure. Jubei tells Atsu to find the Oni while he frees his men in the castle, so they split up. Atsu finds the Oni and they get to scrapping. Bro, the way they square up in this game is so cold. The little intros right before they duel, bro, I love that. I know the first game had it, but this game's aura is just, man, I don't know. This game's aura is probably better, I don't know. What do y'all think? After a back and forth battle, the Oni grabs Atsu and throws her out another window. Damn, bro, how she surviving this shit? What is she, a fucking super soldier? The ghost of the Henri was giving her powers, alright. She should have some broken ribs or something at least. Being thrown through 2 fucking windows like that? She got up like it was nothing, bro. She's straight up fueled by adrenaline right now. That shit gonna hurt later. The Oni engulfs his sword into flames, and Atsu is not phased at all. She walks up, crushes his mask right in front of him. They then take their stances and prepare for round 2. Atsu cuts down the Oni, and she has him on his fucking knees.
Crawl.
Atsu and Jubei ready their swords and they wipe the Oni out. Straight up decapitated, bro. Now this was cold. The twin wolves cutting down the man that killed their dad, bro. That was fucking cool. Atsu then wipes the Oni's name off with the blood on her sword. And now that's 2 down and 4 to go. Atsu and Jubei meet up again and they talk about heading back home once everything is over. He reassures her and tells her that she is not alone, and they part ways for now. We jump to Koga Fortress and we see 3 of the remaining 4 of the Yote 6. We find out that the spider and the dragon are actually Saito's sons. Oh yeah, this is about to be hell to pay. So next, we're gonna hunt down the Kitsune.